Hi friends, welcome back to one more video. Thank you for watching my videos. Today we can learn into the exception handling, how we can handle the application and all. Okay, how many types of exceptions is there? Yeah, we have checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions. Two types is there. Checked exceptions basically when you write down the any coding programming. On the time it's like handling exceptions that is called as a checked exceptions. Unchecked exceptions is as a runtime exceptions like bugs or any issues and all. And here checked exceptions is declared and catch flag. By using a try and catch flag, we can handle the. Today we can learn into the exceptions and error handling, how we can do on our applications, like in real time, how we can handle these applications and all. We can see that. Okay, here two types of exceptions is there. One is the checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions is there. Checked exceptions basically we can do on when you write down the coding on its handling on compile time only. That exceptions it's called as a checked exceptions. What is the unchecked exceptions? It's a runtime exceptions. Like when any application is running on live, on the time we handling on any exceptions like it's expected exceptions is called as a unchecked exceptions. Okay, like that we can answer the interview. Okay, and here we can write down the some custom exceptions also if is required on your application. And we can see one by one how we can how to write down the checked exceptions and the custom exceptions and all. And here we have two keywords is there. Throw and throws keyword is there. Throw keyword we can declare as a class level, it's a keyword, it's a class level. We can mention like a method level. We can mention this in that method. It's throwing in any exception class exception. We can handle that one. It's by using throw we can do. Throws means it will be exception you are creating that. Okay, based on that your requirement. Suppose it's some order is there, like a user is there, user is not found. Okay, for us sub database is not found on user, you can throw a exception user not found exception, like it's a runtime exception like that. Okay, and we can see try with resources also. It's on like latest Java versions 1.8 onwards. Try with resources, it means here when you open the any connections or any file system and all. Okay, we can declare as a try black only. That's on the try black only. It's on like no need to close that final variable. Like here one more is there final black. What is the behaviors like final black? Here tricky questions they will ask. We can see on live in coding part also how we can implement this. And here custom exceptions also we can write down our own custom exceptions. We can extend the exception class and we can use that one. And error and exceptions. Error we can't handle that. Okay, by using error scenario you can't catch the throwable also. Okay, and here suppose it's an error stack overflow error, like suppose in method level it's a more times is iterating, it will be more objects is creating. On the time stack overflow exception should be coming up. We can see this one also how we can it's coding wise we can see. And here rethrow and vapor to avoid the like. Yeah, we can see an read through and vapor. Read through means when exception is throwing. And here two types of is there. Like it's on inside of the try black. It's calling on one more method. Inside that method, it's throwing on one more exception. Like that, we can throw exception is there. Like here, one more interview questions they will ask. Stack overflow and out of memory exception is there. Memory is created on the method level. It's a more it's coming on out of stack overflow exception should become out of memory exception. It's on JVM running time. It's a more objects is creating, like it's on more memory is occupying like class level. Heap memory is increased. That's why on the situation is it's coming on out of memory exception. This one we can increase the memory size on JVM running time. For arguments we can pass this access and parameters. It's on like based on your RAM memory you can increase the Java memory also, like that. Okay, and here one more entry question is there, like here we close the on time exceptions, like suppose any attachments is there, any file system is there, we can close the final like closing implementation, like in this situation we can use. And when you use on runtime exceptions, so like any preconditions time, like any controlling not control for package dot read all lines, like we are passing a p value here, it's a file value. See here, it's showing an error. Okay, we have to add the exception for signature method. Okay, it's not compiled with this one. You run this one also, it not work. See here, return type is missing, that is okay, we can write down the return type is for example, return type is for example this one, that is not a issue. Here is it showing as, see here must be implemented the IO exception, it will throws. Here we have to throw exception, IO exception, we can write down like this. And we can write down here also exception also we can write down, it's not an issue. And why? Because is IO exception internally extendable on exception class. That way it's we can use an upper one, no issue. And here we can write on the throwable class also, it's workout. Why? Because throwable class is it's a superclass of all exception classes. Okay, we can go ahead and this exception class, it should be int value, it should be age. See here, suppose age is greater than 0, greater than 0 only it will be accept, otherwise it will be age is not negative, it throwing an exception here, like that. Here throw exception, throw, by using throw keyword we can do on that. This is a runtime exception, we can see this one runtime exceptions or not. See here, it's a runtime exception. Why? Because here actually runtime only we can check this object. Okay, just example for this one, throws and throw keyword, how we can use, where we can use this one. Yeah, next we can see on one more next one, throw on throws keywords we can see, and run checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions we can see the through coding. And here try with resources is there. In this try with resources, suppose here while loop it will be reading the whole next lines, this lines it will be read. And here it will be file not found exception should become. I have written the file not found exception here, and e.pin stack, it is common for thing. And here is the scanner is it's open here on top, not open the scanner. Okay, and here I'm checking the scanner is it's not null, for example scanner it's not null, then only we can close this one. Okay, let me run this one application here. Yeah, here. This file is not found, that is exception is coming. That is okay, fine. It's acceptable. This file is not found, that is the exception is coming here. It's okay, fine. I'm copying this file path and I'm pasting here. See, it will be read this file and it will be print. See, it printing here. And here I'm written the one catch flag and this whole things. That is okay, fine. This is not an issue. It's on try without okay without try. Okay, suppose here I'm written the try and final black I'm closing this scanner. Same example I'm returning with try one and scanner and all. I'm returning one by one. Okay, this should be scanner object here. This object I'm returning here, and this catch black is there. This final black is there. This is correct. And here any exception is coming, it will be catched exception. That is okay, fine. And here this while loop I'm returning here to here. Yeah. See here, when I run this application, it will be written same only. Yeah, see, it's a closing, it's no need. Why? Because it's an we are written this one is a try black, that way it's no need to close. Multiple resources also it's possible, like we can write down multiple files also. at a time. For example, I'm taking on one more example here. I'm commenting this one as of now. Okay, I've written the one more code here. I am copy pasting here. Simplifies the demo purpose. Here is a exception is coming, and that why it will be catching here. Okay, no need this one. We can print into the e.print stack. It will be done. No need to write on anything here. Like you can, it throws exception here. No issue. Okay, in this situation, okay, and here in these lines, in these two lines, what I written here should be is the error. Okay, it's okay, fine. This path is working. Yeah, this okay, fine, no issue. And here this two lines is there. It's on one is the input stream and one is the output stream. These two objects, what we can do on it's on inside the try black only. I'm written this one. Okay, this one is closing and open. We are not written anything here. And when I run this one application, it will be print second value also here. See, same whatever is there and copy paste into the this whole lines into the here. See, I'm copying more lines here. For example, here. Okay, output file is not there. I'm deleting this one first of all. And when I run this one, second also, see here, it will be second file is created with the same copy of that one. Whole content it should be copy pasted into the here. Yeah, this is a multiple multi resource handling time. See here we can see this example like here I written the one normal class, and here is the main method, and one static method I have written here. Okay, in this static method, what I'm doing on it's a try black and final black. Try black I'm returning one value, final black I written the two value. What is the expected output? Like here, it will be written anywhere on final only. Like here, this will be written final only. You can see the example how it's work. See here, it's written output is 2. Okay, like that. This is the interview questions they will ask. Like without compile, we need to explain this one. And we can see one more thing here. See here, try with the system.exit. Okay, I'm commenting this one as of now. Okay, here, see here in try black, system.exit is there. It will be print this one or not. They will ask one of the interview questions. It not print here. It will be print only exit here. See here, when I run this one, it will be exit. Nothing is there here. Okay. One more example I plan to explain here. It isn't final black is there. This final black should be executed. Yeah, here when I run this one, throw new IO exception, and this IO exception should be catched here. It will be done here. Okay, it will throws exception into final black. It not execute or not. See here. See final black should be executed. Anywhere it's throws exception or it catch the exception also. Anywhere final should be executed. Whatever it may be here. Yeah, this is the example. Interviewer will ask you it's a final black should be executed or not. It will be executed. See here one more example. I have written the two custom exceptions. One is the runtime exception and one is the compile time exception. See, this is on here payment failed exception. It's a actions exception. This means it's a compile time exception. It's a checked exception. And here, if you go for here, yeah, here it's a runtime exception. It's an unchecked exception. Like we have written the invalid order status state, and here extendable on runtime interface. Yeah, runtime exception, and here one constructor we need to override, and this is an like your own superclass message we need to call. If you check this one, this is superclass is there here, implementation is there. If I go for here in this class, it will be overload method is there here. We're calling on super and message. we call this one, it will be called here. It will be set into this one. Okay, in this situation here, message and cause is there. Here, it will be setting this cause value to here. Yeah, cause and message, it will be set. Yeah, it's a basic custom exceptions how we can write down and all. It's an example of this one. See, in this example, we have multiple catchbacks is there here. Here, arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, and exception. Okay, here it will be throws. It's a arithmetic exception should be throws. Why? It's a 10 divided by 10 mod of 0. That's why it's should be like here. And here it will be string is the null value. Null pointer exception should be throws. That's why we written the null pointer exception. Okay, we can execute this one. What is the exceptions? It will throws. It will be. First of all, arithmetic exception should be throws. Okay, we are commenting this one. Then it will be throws the null pointer exception. Okay? Here null pointer exception is throws. Okay, now here interviewer asking one more question. Suppose I return into the here, and this catch block I am returning here. It will work or not? What is the exception should become? Okay, it will work. See, it's a null pointer exception. It's throwing. Yeah, I modified here. That way it's a null pointer exception should be throws. Suppose here I am returning this one, for example. Here 0 null pointer exception. It throwing as a null pointer exception. It's catching an arithmetic exception. Suppose I have written into the here this one, and it should be written into the here. It's not possible. It compile time errors should be throws. Why? Because arithmetic exception, it will be extendable on exception class. If you see here, it will be runnable runtime interface. Yeah, runtime exception, it will be extendable. That is the problem. One second, I go back to yeah. See here, I'm rollbacking this one. Yeah, here they will ask on like here some of the interview questions like here runtime interface is there, for example. 1 second, I'm executing this to question mode. It will be simple for explain. See here, it will be runtime exception. Okay, runtime exception is there. In runtime exception, I am returning here. It will throw it compile time error is throwing. Why? Because it's already we have handling a runtime exception. Why you need this? Okay, I'm removing this one here. Okay, it's not throwing an error. Why? Because runtime exception, it will be extendable on exception class. Okay, suppose here it will be run when I run this one, it throwing an arithmetic exception first of all. Okay, suppose I'm commenting this arithmetic exception error. Now I'm running on here also it's null pointer exception, it throws. It's arithmetic exception only, but now this throwing. Okay, it will catching on runtime exception and all. Suppose here I'm returning on global implementation, for example. It throwing an error. Why? Because throw class is extendable or throwable. That is the error. Okay, it not possible on parent class into the child class here. If you declare as a parent and child, it's not possible. If you declare here runtime exception, it's on child. Child first will be catch and parent should be catch. Like that, it will be possible. Okay, I'm rollbacking this. So here, null pointer exception, arithmetic exception. Okay, arithmetic exception, runtime exception is there, and here null pointer exception also, runtime null pointer exception also is there. And here we can write down the one more like they will ask one more question. If you write an IO exception here, for example, what will happens? Okay, here IO exception, it will be problem here. IO exception never throws here in this black. Okay, fine, no issue. We can write down the file f equal to new of it will be written io.txt. For example, I'm returning here, throwing an exception, and here some exception. Okay, like this. It will be null pointer exception should become and null pointer exception also. Here, one more example here, like we can write down like IO exception or null pointer exception. We can write down the pipe symbol. True, we can write on like we have write on here one more also. Okay, we can write on the pipe symbol to here. No need for this one. It automatically handle all exceptions here. Okay, one line exception like you can write on like this. One more interview question they will ask when we can use the runtime exceptions, runtime exceptions, when you can use. For example, here, suppose your order is processing, suppose order is null value. Suppose order object is coming on null value. Suppose any in this situation here, suppose here is the string value. We are passing the string value into the some other class. Suppose here I'm returning the order class is here. Okay, and here I have written the one more class static. Yeah, public method I'm returning here. It will be reading on yeah, order check. Order check method I'm returning here. And here it should be string value. It should be order value. It should become here. In this situation, in this situation, what will happens? In this situation, we can check the condition if of okay order value double equal to null. In this situation, we can throw in order is not found. It's a null pointer exception should be there. Not null pointer exception is a runtime exception. You should be runtime exception. We can write down here. In it. Okay, if his order is not ready, for example, like in this situation, we can write down like null pointer exception or order status. For example, order dot equal dot equal not completed. For example, not completed. Okay, it's not completed. In this situation also, it will be order is not ready. Okay, like this it will become here. See, these are the entry questions, so we can see on today exception handling and exception error handling. How you can check they have interviewed. They will ask on more tricky questions, hierarchy of the exception handling and all. This whole you can go through like throwable and throws and try and patch final black and this custom exceptions how we can return and error and exceptions. We can see an this stack overflow exception. That is, I will return now. Give me 1 second. Actually, I forgot to explain this. See, here is the one of the example here is there. I have written the test stack overflow method here. If you see, yeah, if you see stack overflow method is that is the main method is there, and here I have written the one more method here. It will be recursion is going on. It will be throws exception. It will be cast exception. You can see this one. Yeah, here. Stack overflow catched. It's null pointer exception. It will be throws. See, here is the one of the example here is there. I have written the test stack overflow method here. If you see, yeah, if you see stack overflow method is that is the main method is there, and here I have written the one more method here. It will be recursion is going on. It will be throws exception. It will be cast exception. You can see this one. Yeah, here stack overflow catched. It's null pointer exception. It will be throws. Okay, here one more example I have written. I plan to written list byte. Here I'm returning into the new array. I'm returning here, and here I'm adding into the L value. It's a more value. See, for example, see, I have written the 1 MB file here. See here, I have written the one more implementation here. What will happen? What will happens here? I have creating into the one list value. That list it will be setting into the byte value here. Okay, the byte I'm setting into the new byte. It's a 1 MB file, 1 MB chunk value. It will be print. It will be added here into the this list. When I run this one, it will be adding here while loop I have added. While loop true means it will be adding on more data. Okay, if you see here, this is the exception it throws here in this main method. In this line, it will be catch. It will be throwing an exception. It will be catch here. It will be print this exception here. Yeah, here. Stack overflow exception. It will be coming. It's out of memory exception. See here, this is an out of memory exception. It will be coming here like when I run this application, suppose for example here. See here, out of memory exception should be throws. Okay, here I am returning into the out of memory exception. It will be catch this one and it will be print here. See here, it will be print here. And in this situation, this is an out of memory exception. And here regret. See here when I run this one, it will be stack overflow exception should become. Why? Because it will be internally calling on a recursion method here. If I run this one, stack overflow exception should become here. See, it catch stack overflow exception should become here, and this is the one example. And if I comment this one, yeah, these two ways to like error we can testing error handling, or like we can catch this one and we can release this value. It will be setting into null value to here. It will be work out, but it's not correct way. It's suppose any error is coming, it will be need to restart the JVM. Yeah, these are the interview questions like error and exception. Error I will explain you on through code also. Exception also how we can catch the exception and all. I can here stack overflow and out of memory exception. I given the some of the example for this one, and when we can use the runtime exception this one, and we can see on next videos like some more interview questions. Okay, this link in video description. Please go through this link. And if you need on more some of the interview questions, if you please comment on my videos, so I will explain you. Suppose if you need any topic on Java also, please comment on my videos. I will explain you. Thank you for watching video. Please subscribe my channel.